Motorcycle racing is much less in demand than car racing games. However, you can find some good motorcycle projects. We have collected them in this collection. MXGP. Topping our list is the Motorsport World Championship Series. Everything is as it should be. Choose a motorcycle, set it up, and go to the track. Knead the dirt and push with rivals, trying to achieve success and win the Champions Cup. MXGP attracts attention with beautiful graphics. The Unreal Engine 4 is responsible for the visual beauty, so the bikes delight with detail. The helmets and suits of the riders are gradually covered with mud, and the wheels change the track, leaving furrows on it. The gameplay is no less good here. You can customize the game to your liking, making it a pleasant arcade game or a furious simulator. A franchise that is entirely dedicated to off-road racing. Players have access to many modes, a large selection of vehicles, except motorcycles, ATV and buggies are also presented here. Extensive customization options for steel horses, and all this with very nice graphics. You can drive an MX vs ATV alone, competing with AI and online, where up to 16 players go to the track. There is no lack of content here, so you will not be bored in local competitions. Road Redemption. The ideological successor of the famous Road Rash, in which gamers are waiting for dynamic races with fights. Here you need not only to quickly drive along the highway, maneuvering in traffic, but also to beat opponents with bats, pipes, and other improvised tools. All the action takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, and even has a plot background. The heroes are chasing a mysterious killer, for whose head an impressive reward is promised. Road Redemption can be fully played in multiplayer mode, and the screen is divided into 2, 3, and even 4 players. So, if you have a game and enough gamepads, you will not have a question about what to do with your friends who have come to visit. Trials. Motorcycle racing from the Red Lynx Studio and Ubisoft, in which players will have to conquer hundreds of tracks of varying difficulty. In order to successfully pass all the tests, it is necessary to correctly balance, choose the right speed in different sections, and, if possible, avoid accidents. At the same time, it is also desirable to perform tricks on motorcycles, find secrets on the tracks, go through many games in general, do everything to make the race as spectacular as possible. Each game in the Trials series contains a huge number of tracks, which can also be replenished by downloading custom tracks. If you don't find the challenges in single-player mode challenging enough, try competing with other players in multiplayer and set new records for the global leaderboard. Ride. Hundreds of motorcycles from a wide variety of manufacturers, dozens of tracks, a variety of racing modes. You will find it all in the games of the Ride series. The developers have tried to accommodate almost all possible entertainment within the framework of one game. Here you will find races along cramped city streets, off-road racing, and competitions on real-life tracks. Of course, the bikes were not without extensive customization, including appearance tuning and fine-tuning of components. Ride invites gamers to take part in the World Tour and get the championship title in the fight against an artificial intelligence-controlled opponent, as well as compete with other players in multiplayer, which is available here both online and on the same computer in split-screen mode. Days Gone. The setting of Days Gone is post-apocalyptic America, where almost all people were infected with a virus that turned them into bloodthirsty monsters. The protagonist is a former biker Deacon St. John, who is trying to find his missing wife. And although the game is not about motorcycles at all, Deacon's bike becomes its second main character. He will pull the hero out of any trouble. He needs to be refueled and repaired, and the tuning system will allow you to upgrade the Iron Horse, turning it into a powerful bike. In addition, Days Gone has the perfect atmosphere of road adventures, seasoned with desperate battles with monsters and marauders. MotoGP, a series built on the rules of the MotoGP Championship. Here you won't have to conquer off-road. All motorcycle races take place on highway tracks, and players can try out bikes that are not on the free market and are designed specifically for the championship. Motorcycle racing games from the MotoGP series allow you to compete against AI and rival players online, and an impressive amount of content, modes, bikes, and tracks does not get bored. Based on the official Motocross World Championship, gamers can race off-road on snarling and mudslinging bikes. You can ride in various modes, including online, but it's worth considering that the project's gameplay is far from the concept of realistic, so your skills most likely will not be seriously tested. Moto Racer. The line of games, which dates back to 1997 and currently has 4 releases, the last of which is dated 2016. It attracts with entertaining arcade gameplay, a large number of bikes, and a good soundtrack. But over the years, it can scare away with plain graphics, of course, except for Moto Racer 4. Motorcycle Club. An arcade motorcycle racing game in which gamers are invited not only to race on the tracks, but also to develop their own motorcycle club. The garage can be filled with a couple of dozen licensed bikes, including custom and roadsters, and races can be arranged both with AI and friends in network mode. Alas, with all this, the game cannot be called realistic and worked out to the smallest detail, so you should not expect revelations from it. Urban Trial Freestyle. Urban freestyle bike racing. Players will have to overcome obstacles, perform tricks, and set records against the backdrop of urban landscapes. The game is reminiscent of the Trials series, or, if you like, Gravity Defied. The same movement in 2 planes, the same gameplay with attempts to maintain balance, the same furious, in some places, difficulty. Only a small amount of content of sets. Steel Rats, crazy arcade action game that combines motorcycle racing and exciting battles. At your disposal are 4 bikers and an impressive set of tricks that you have to apply in battles against alien garbage robots. Unusual, but very dynamic and exciting game. Urban Trial Playground. Another moto platformer dedicated to overcoming difficult tracks and performing various tricks on a t-shirt. You must not only pass all the obstacles but also do it as beautifully as possible. The more points you earn for the test, the more new tracks and customization items will open up for you. Monster Energy Supercross. Adrenaline racing dedicated to the Monster Energy Supercross 2017 Championship. The project features all the official tracks of the competition, including the spectacular Florida Daytona. Racers have access to career sections, an online game, a track editor, and several hundred elements for customizing a bike and a personal avatar. FIM Speedway Grand Prix 15. Motorcycle racing simulator from the authors of the Dying Light franchise. Racers will compete for the championship on the seasonal tracks of the 2015 Speedway World Championship. The game provides arcade and realistic control modes, and bikes can be repaired and tuned. If your favorite game is not included in this list, write in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, watch our other videos, press like, turn on notifications, and you will always be aware of what to play today.